Setting up our live stream here, so
Um, so Ron, I think I have another video coming up soon.
that's good.
I found a really nice um program that does clipboard management.
Cool.
Well, I've been using one since in 1995, I think, something like that, called Clipmate. I did a video on it. It's still great. It still works, but they haven't updated it in 10, 15 years. In fact, you can go to their website and they'll even give you a code to use like you paid for it. And of all the ones I've tried for uh, working with clips, I find that Clipmate is the best. Mike, I think you still use it too, don't you? Mike Ungerman?
Not anymore because most of my work's done on Linux, so I use an embedded Linux one. But the one
Okay.
Drew is talking about has a lot more capability than the one I'm using presently, so I'm probably going to switch.
Try the one with try it with the Linux with Wine or crossover, one or the other.
Yeah, but that's just
Oh.
more layers on top of layers.
Yeah, this one is natively runs on Linux.
What's the name of it, Drew?
It's called CopyQ.
Is it copy like the letter Q or CUE?
COPY as in copy, and then the letter Q.
Oh, then that's what I was asking. It was the letter Q.
Is it
Yeah.
is it just Linux?
No, it runs on Windows back and Linux.
The advantage that Drew had told me about is that it's more or less unlimited in how large your clip is. And the one I'm using is called Diodon, and it's a good clipboard manager, but once you exceed a couple of pages worth of stuff, it concatenates it. So that's why I'm going to probably switch here.
Drew, can you save a clipboard in the software so that if you want to come back and reuse that particular one a lot, you could come back and use it? Is that available?
Yes, it is. You can it defaults to 200 clips that it saves in its memory,
Mhm.
but I doubled it to 400. And then you can, it has a pinning feature. So if you have clips that you use frequently, you can pin
Mhm.
them to the top.
Oh, okay.
Um, and then you can create tabs so that it has, you can create different categories. So as I type in different kinds of things, like let's say you have addresses that you type in frequently, you can have a tab with just people's addresses. You can have a tab with just commands for Linux, another tab with commands for DOS, um, another tab that just has pictures in it.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm interested. Let's see the video. Get the video done.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, this sounds good.
Drew,
um,
the
You can practice it on our Sunday CFCS meeting.
yeah, Drew, can I ask
hmm.
you, the programs that run on multiple platforms, how do they differ from something that's written for just Windows or any other?
I don't know. They
Like
write
it,
it in a language that's portable.
yeah, it's not written three separate times or anything like that, is it?
Not
It's
written in special
No,
Microsoft code, and
no. You
it's written
can
in
write
something
it.
like typically it'd be written in something like Python or Java or something like that, or even C or C plus
Yeah, C
plus.
is very portable, so you can write something in C and put it on Windows, Linux, and Mac.
so there is some commonality between all of them then.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just basically the developer writes the source code and then just compiles it differently for the different platforms.
Ah, okay. That's what it is.
Yep, sounds like that would be. I use the Windows one. I don't remember. I think it was maybe Bill James gave a talk on it or something. But instead of Control V, if you do Windows V, then there's the clipboard history in Windows, which I use all day long. But the
Yeah.
problem is when you sort of, I don't know whether you log off or whatever, it all goes away and it comes back and you have to redo it, so it doesn't stay permanent.
Yeah, this is permanent.
Hmm, cool. Is there a cost? Is it free or what?
It's going to cost you to come back to Tech for Senior next week and watch the video.
Okay, that's right. And I'll make you a deal, Drew. There's one more video you got to make, and then you get your Christmas bonus. So if you get the video in before Christmas, then you get your Christmas bonus.
Double my regular salary.
Well, you'll be happy with it. I'm sure you will be. But make a video for next week, and you'll be a happy camper.
I'm looking at the page on Soft Tonic is where apparently copy Q comes from. And there are so many buttons to download, and I know none of them are the program. I don't know which one to click.
Oh, CopyQ is on GitHub.
Be careful, Huey, what you click.
Oh, I'm not clicking anything. So, oh, I see the GitHub pages. Okay. All right,
But you could
downloads.
get it off Uniget then, right? Or WinGet, whatever.
I don't know if it's on Winget yet. Let me find out.
Well, the page I was on said the latest version was 12 something, and now when I click on GitHub, I got version 13.
Yeah, that's what I'm on, 13.
Yep. So it says latest. Now, if I click that, does it?
I
No, that
just
just gives
went
me
to
information.
the Linux Mint Software Manager, and it's a direct download for Linux Mint. I've got a present for you.
Now I got to figure out where to find the download in here.
It's going to be under assets or releases. And Debian. Let's see.
Okay, I see assets. Oh, there it is. Copy Q13.0.0 setup.exe. It was October 22nd. There's a zip file.
Yeah, you can run it portable as well if you want.
Yeah.
13.0.0 setup.
Yeah.
You can get a flat pack, which is version 7.1, or I can get, or excuse me, I can get the system, which is version 7.1, or I can get a flat pack, which is version 7.3.
Right. So you don't want to do any of those. You want to go directly to GitHub and get it because it's
Really?
version 13, not 7.
Yeah, 13 is the flat hub. I just looked at it. Let me look at it again here.
Yeah.
Carl,
13.0.0 on
Right.
Yeah.
the flat pack.
did you get 100% on the quiz?
I turn your collar around. I have a full confession. I didn't
And what?
even get a chance to look at it, and I know I'm disappointing you, but mea culpa, mea culpa.
All right. All right. And I made it just for you.
Well, I had a feeling you might be doing that, so somewhere along the way today, I will look at it.
All right. You're a good guy. The topic, I don't know if anyone's heard about this, but the topic was how to speed up VPNs. And there's a new protocol that's come out called WireGuard. And I don't know if anyone's experienced that. I don't know if Tim's tried it or whatever, or you
Oh,
know anything about that, but it's a protocol within VPNs that you can turn the protocol on, and it speeds it up like it's really incredibly fast. It's a whole
yeah.
new world.
It's
And
not.
you can do that with most current modern VPNs, but you just have to go into settings and you go down and you change the protocol, and it works apparently it works very well.
Yeah. No, WireGuard is not new. I mean, NordVPN is based on WireGuard.
Hmm.
Um, I use WireGuard at home. My router into my house has a WireGuard support for it. So if I'm out and about somewhere with my phone, I load in the Android App Store for Google Play. There's a WireGuard VPN client, and I use that to connect to my house.
But is it not true, Drew? Like is if you had another, like suppose you had Surfshark or whatever, a VPN, and you go, is there not a settings that you like, it's a protocol and you can go
Well,
into whatever you're using and just
well,
change the protocol to WireGuard?
well. Some of
Yes.
them may do it that way, and some may not.
Okay.
My vendor Nord has its own protocol called NordLynx, and NordLynx is a protocol based on WireGuard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It is WireGuard, but it's Nord's customized version of WireGuard.
Okay.
Drew, I was just looking, that one that you recommended, that WinScribe.
Yes.
Mine has WireGuard 443 as a protocol.
Yeah, that's a good way to go.
Apparently it really increases it's really makes a big difference. So
It's the fastest one out there. In fact, what's nice is here's one of the things about VPNs, because we have to get quickly done here. Is I was at Wawa gas station the other night, and I tried to sign up for their app. And when I tried to create my login account, it said, "Sorry, buddy, we think you're using a VPN, and you need to turn your VPN off if you want to create an account." So I just went into NordVPN, and I went into, they have a new protocol called Whisper, and it's designed to lower your ability to be detected as running a VPN. And then they also have a feature called Obfuscate, which scatters your VPN. And I went back into the Wawa program, and it let me create a user ID as if I didn't have VPN running. So that's a feature that you get with Nord that you don't get with just any old VPN that you're running.
Drew, is stealth, would that be one of those that disguises traffic as HTTPS?
Yes, yes, yes.
That's one of the ones I have also available in Win. I really like this WinGuard.
all
I
right.
mean, I'm sorry, not WinGuard. I mean, what? WinScribe.
Oh, Windscribe.
Yeah, it's a good product.
That was one that Drew
What's the
recommended.
fee for Nord, out of curiosity?
I buy it in 2-year chunks, and it costs me. I buy it with a bunch of products. The cheapest entry level plan is about $3 a month.
Thank you.
I pay about $4.50 a month because I have a couple of extra options added in. Nord has a straight VPN package that does nothing but VPN. They have antivirus, anti-malware packages. They have password manager. They've got cloud storage. They've got a whole bunch of different options you can throw in, bundle in. I
Well,
have
I think
one.
it's time we get going. It's about time. I'm going to mute everybody and then we're going to get going. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Huey, episode, unmute yourself because you're going to get blown out of the water about this.
Okay.
Episode 296.
We're getting
Or
closer to 300.
we're getting close to 300. I'm wondering if we add up those four, I wonder if that'll be January 1st will be 400, 300. I don't know. I have to add that up. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, December the 8th, 2025. So it is going to be a great show today. We have lots of really interesting things. And thank you so much for everyone for participating. And Drew, thank you so much, as I said earlier, for your participation today in creating a video. We do appreciate, I know a lot of you have produced videos over the years, and thank you so much for doing it. And it really helps us as we move forward. And it's lots of interesting things to talk about. Couple of changes that we've made, and I just want to let everybody know. I wanted to talk for a short period of time about our premiere video. Now, we've been doing this for 5 years, and the original idea of a premiere video was a YouTube label. And what happened is that about 5 years ago, YouTube came up with this ability to create a video and then post it, and no one could see it till a specific time. So it was a delayed start. And that was the idea of our educational premiere video. But that's caused some confusion and some problems, so we're changing that. So we got a really good deal for all those people that subscribe to the newspaper. So on Saturday's newsletter, when you get the Saturday newsletter, you always see the agenda, and at the bottom you'll see the premiere video and the link for that video. Well, now that link will be live. So if you want to watch it over the weekend, because you are a newsletter subscriber and because you read the newsletter, you too can watch the video, and the link will be in the Saturday newsletter. The link then, but if you don't see it, you can't actually see the video. You need the link. But then, of course, when our show starts, like today, I've already turned on the link for the premiere video, which is live now, so you can watch it after the show. So it's not going to be just at 10:30. You can watch it after the show. So if you want to watch it over the weekend, then and have it a bit before everybody else, that's a perk for reading our newsletter. Otherwise, it'll be available around the time of the show. So it's a bit of a change that we've made. So I think it'll stop some of the confusion, because I appreciate that it can get pretty confusing for people. So anyway. Just let everyone know that just remember that Tech for Senior Live is on holidays, so don't watch our Thursday show. But we do have really some updated news for you today as well. So just want to let everyone know that that's working out well. Huey, any comments or anything you want to say?
Let's see. Sunday is the second Sunday of the month, so it means the Winsig.
Oh, okay.
So I got to work on that and get my newsletter out. Let's see what else. And somewhere somebody had posted that there wasn't going to be a Let's Talk AI this month, and there is, and it will be the day after Christmas. I couldn't see a reason not to have it on that day, where I didn't do it the day after Thanksgiving. I moved it up a week, but this month it will be the fourth Friday as normal.
Very good. Bill James, all is going well in
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City, right? The seniors block there. Oklahoma City, right? All is going
Yes,
good.
all's going well.
All is going excellent. And
No
Mike
news
Lehman,
on,
sorry.
oh, I was going to say no news on the super skyscraper.
And Mike Lehman, thank you so much. Raising the Bar. Watched it Saturday night. Excellent show. Everyone, you got to follow Mike's recommendations, because it is a great show. It's a real feel good show. I'm sure everybody here would love it. So I would recommend certainly watching it, called Raising the Bar.
Another good one today, and I'm sure you'll all enjoy it. It's a Christmas movie, and it's brand new, just released last Wednesday. So we're looking forward to showing you that one.
Excellent. All right. Well, we have a busy show for you today. Let's get started with the news, and we'll see where we go with this.
Welcome to Tech for Senior and our weekly news update. We've got a lot to cover, so let's jump right into the latest in technology.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you may be. This is Tech News of the Week with myself, Ron Brown, Huey Poplik, and Mike Lehman. This is being recorded on December the 6th for airing on our show, on our Monday show, December the 8th. The first story I want to talk about just came out this morning. You first heard it on Tech for Senior Tech News, and that, of course, is the new the announcement that Netflix, get a load of this, officially announces a deal to buy, get a load of this, Warner Brothers Discovery and HBO Max for a cool $82.7 billion.
Crap, I got outbid. Just 0.1 billion.
Well, the question I have for you guys, does this mean that we're going to have to, our Netflix accounts are going to be more expensive? Do you think this is going to raise the prices?
It's a possibility, although they'll have more to offer, so maybe they'll get more customers and it'll even out and we won't have to.
Anyway, interesting. It was just came on the news this morning, so you first.
It still will have to be okayed.
That's true.
And so it's going to have a difficult time, I think.
Well, we don't know if it's going to go through then, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting article here. Experts are warning about AI-powered toys for the Christmas shopping season because of the impact is not they don't know what the impact's going to be on children yet, depending on the age level and so on, and whether they'll have the ability now to develop their thinking process on their own if the AI tool is doing it for them. Kind of an interesting article.
That's AI-powered toys during holiday shopping. Wow. Okay, interesting. We'll have to think about that, won't we?
This is also an interesting story posted on MSN.com. Why AI is changing the price of RAM for computers. With the development and expansion of AI, of course, all these companies are building these huge data centers. And guess what you need in a data center? Memory. So what's happening is these companies are bidding for the RAM before it gets out on the open market. They're saying, well, we need all this RAM to power our data centers. So what happens to the RAM that's destined or was originally destined for your new laptop or your new tablet? Guess what? The price just went up.
Hey, Ron, this was you?
Hey, Cloudflare says service restored after another outage that brought down sites including Zoom and LinkedIn. Another one. We just talked about this last week, but this is yet another Cloudflare failure. Not due to hacking or anything like that. This is their own internal system problems. So interesting. A second. It's going to have, I think, big repercussions. But if you notice that your LinkedIn or Zoom was a problem the other day, it's probably the Cloudflare.
The big guys have the same problems as we do at home.
I know. There you go. They didn't reboot. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is an interesting article. This came out this morning. I don't have this yet, but it's coming. It's for general release. YouTube rolls out expressive captions to make content more accessible for hard of hearing viewers. Now, this is the captions for hard of hearing have always been there, and you get the captions on the bottom of the screen if you turn that on YouTube. I mean, you've all done that, and I'm sure it's easy. It's not difficult. But when you turn the captions on now, they're going to be expressive. So as people actually say louder words, the captions might get a little bit bigger. They might change a little bit in color. It's going to fluctuate with the with the recording that you're listening to, which will make the captions a little bit more interesting. And certainly you can turn this on or off. It'll be an on-off toggle feature.
I noticed the captions button last night as I was watching a video. And when
Yeah.
I turned it on, it put a caption right up in the middle of the screen. Obviously, I didn't leave it on for very long, but it's starting to roll out.
Captions are at the bottom.
Yeah. Well, no, this put it right in the center of the screen on mine.
Did
Of course,
it-
I was
did it-
watching on my I was watching on my smart TV.
Yeah. Did it adjust? Did the caption change fonts, or it didn't?
To be honest, I didn't watch it long enough to notice any of that.
Okay. All right. But interesting. So this is coming along. I thought this is sort of cool.
But this article I thought was very interesting. Microsoft's Copilot Plus AI PC plan fizzled, but it still served a purpose. And Microsoft, as we know, they came out with the Copilot Plus initiative intended to drive sales of premium AI-powered laptops, and it fizzled because consumers weren't as excited about AI features like recall as the company anticipated, leading to low sales figures. However, the program was still served a purpose by standardizing premium PC specs like 16 gigabytes of RAM and improving Windows support for mobile ARM processors. So the idea of having a Copilot Plus PC pretty much failed. And CES is coming up. It's going to be the first week in January. And it's scheduled for the 6th through the 9th of January. And major companies like Samsung, LG, Intel, Sony, Honda Mobility, AMD, and Lenovo, they're going to be hosting press conferences and keynotes to announce the new products and visions. Key themes expected at the event include the launch of the new AI-focused chips from Intel and from AMD and Qualcomm, and the introduction of brighter true RGB TV display technology from Sony, and significant advancements to robotics and robotic vacuums. So there you go.
I'm interested.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy. You're gonna have to buy some new vacuums.
I just bought one. Oh no,
Ron! I guess you better book your flight to Las Vegas.
Yeah. I got to sneak it by my wife. That's if I buy another one. I don't know.
I thought this was interesting only because it affects me in some ways. Waymo's testing AVs in four more cities, including Philadelphia. But this article didn't mention, but I did see it in another article. They are going to be doing some testing in Tampa. They've already received the Waymo automobiles in Tampa, and they'll start it out as a test, probably without passengers. And with a guided person watching it and inside the car, but it's going to be close enough that, I'm going to be able to say to somebody, hey, let's go test it out. And sometime soon, maybe I'll be able to do a Waymo.
You gotta get Mike Ungerman. Get Mike and you to go for a test drive. Get together, and he can come up and for lunch or something, and then do a test drive on it. You guys could film it. I think that'd be just a hoot.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it'd be fun. This was
this
an
is
interesting.
you, Ron.
Yeah, this is interesting. Amazon is exploring a plan to end UPS deliveries of their packages. They have their own system now, of course. A move that could threaten the future of the United States Postal Service. I mean, they're making most of their money off of Amazon. We're having the same problem in Canada with our postal service, but at least with the big Amazon delivery service that they have in the States, is that, they're not losing like a whole bunch of money. So I don't know, this could be a big deal, eh?
Well, the post office loses money anyway, but this will take away about $6 billion worth of business. And the post office is having difficulty maintaining its the fact that it's there. The government subsidizes it, and there's been talk that they want to privatize it, and this might kick that over the over the edge. So well, probably well, if they privatize it, Amazon will buy it, and they've got everything in place, and,
I don't
they're
know.
ready to go.
Be interesting to see what happens. Why the Wi-Fi? This is very interesting. I know that Mike Ungerman recently left Google Fi and went to, I can't remember the service he went to, but it was a lot cheaper and he thought it was better. So Google Fi is under some pressure right now because it's expensive and maybe not so good as other systems. So they have just initiated a new web calling feature and RCS system that works, and it's rolling out with Google Fi. So if you are thinking of leaving Google Fi, or you're thinking you're not happy with the service, or you're looking at some other features, but these are two brand new features that they're just bringing out. It's web calling, and the RCS system for text messaging will work now. Should be working with Google Fi. And just this morning, Paramount just put in a bid for Netflix and all the associated Disney and etc. So there's another bid that's come in. So we'll see who gets it. So they're going to be fighting over that for a bit as well.
For Warner Brothers, you mean?
Yeah, that was our tech news. Let's see what Drew has to say. Let's see. Drew was kind enough to um, produce a video for us. So let's see how it is. Bring it up.
Hello, everybody. My name is Drew King, and I'm here to give you an introduction to a new style of program called Ferdium. And they describe Ferdium as having all of your services in one place and built by the community. Built by the community means that it's open source and free to use, and it's also multi-platform. So it runs on Windows, Linux, and Mac. And when they say services, they're actually referring to web apps. If those of you who are not familiar with web apps, you can create in a browser like Chrome or Edge a WinApp, which is basically a website that you use frequently that runs in its own private window with no tabs. It's just that app. So you need to, with a browser, create a separate shortcut for each of your web apps, and it makes it a little bit cumbersome to use. It's not very friendly. Ferdium combines all of your web apps into one app. So I'm going to, the website is ferdium.org, and you can click on Get Ferdium to download the software. It's available in a portable version as well as an installable version if you would like to do that first. But I already have Ferdium installed, and here it is running in a window. And when you run it for the first time, you're going to see this Get Started button. And you click on Get Started, and it shows you a default list of things that it considers to be important. So I'm going to select Gmail because I would like to have Gmail in there. And then I'm going to go down to Appearance and click this first box, Use Service Favorite Icon instead of Default Icon. The service fave icon is the icon that comes with the service that you're loading, in this case, Gmail. I'm going to hit Save, and you'll see that it put Gmail up here, and it's now asking me for my credentials, and I can log in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Settings, and I'm going to actually Services and say Add a new service. And I'm going to go to inside here. I'm going to say I like Discord. I'm going to add Discord as well. I'm going to put in the appearance for favorite icons. I'm also going to choose from here nothing. In their list of all services, you can scroll down alphabetically or you can search. I'm going to add Google Gemini by typing in Gemini. And again, I'm going to say I want to change the appearance. And then I'm going to search for perplexity and AI. And again, I'm going to use this button here, hit save. Then I'm going to do Chat GPT. And again, I'm going to change the appearance, save the service. And then I'm going to put in Microsoft Copilot. Only Microsoft Copilot is not in their list of services. So what you need to do is go into the search and type in CUS for custom. And you can put in a custom website. In the custom website, I'm going to change the label to Copilot. And then I'm going to change the server to https://copilot.microsoft.com. And again, I'm going to change the appearance of the icon and verify that everything is correct and hit save service. So now I have a bunch of services added and I'm going to hit close. And now you can see inside the app along the left-hand side here are all of the services that I added with their native icons. And so now if I maximize the window, I can start the access to my Gmail. I can log into Discord. I can go to Gemini. I can go to Perplexity. I can go to ChatGPT or Copilot. And you can put others in here if you like. They also have the ability to create separate workspaces. You can have a separate workspace so that you can have different columns with different categories. So you can have like an AI workspace and an email workspace and whatever other workspaces you would like. This is the button that you click on to add a new service. And this is Ferdium, an introduction to a new style of application. And I'm going to do one more thing and show you where to go to get the software. If you click on Get Ferdium, it's going to automatically give you the download for your operating system, in this case, Windows. If you go to the download button from GitHub, it's going to bring you here. And what you want to do is scroll down to Assets and then look for the version for your computer. And I'm going to click on Show All 35 Assets because that's what I need. And the Windows ones are down here. And here is the Windows Portable for x64. So this is the one that you would use if you want to be portable. And then Auto Setup is the one that you would use on Windows if you want to just install the software as I did. And that is Ferdium. Enjoy.
All right, thanks, Drew. That's very interesting. There'll probably be some questions in the Q&As, but like everyone, if they could just hold their questions. Now I want to talk about Google One and saving you some money. So let's see what I have to say about that. Take action or your Gmail may be interrupted. We're still having trouble processing the payment for your Google One plan. If you do not update your information, your membership will end on the 12th of December. Your Google Drive, Gmail, and Google Photos services may be interrupted. This is a message my wife got about her Google One plan this past week by email. Today I want to tell you how I got her Google One plan reinstated for free. Yes, for free. So be sure and watch this video if you want to save some money. Hi everyone, it's Ron Brown from Tech for Senior. Today we're going to talk about Google One. What is it? Why you might want it, and how to share it with your family so everyone gets more storage and saves money. This video is perfect for all experience levels, so don't worry if you're new. Let's get started. So first, what is Google One? Well, think of Google One as the membership program for your Google account. It bundles together three things: extra cloud storage, premium Google features, and here's the catch, family sharing. Let's talk about extra storage. Your Google account includes 15 gigabytes free or included in your free account. That covers Gmail, Google Drive, and Google Photos. Bundle them all up, and it's got to stay under 15 gigabytes. Most people run out of space because of big photos, videos, or old email attachments. Or just you're not always aware what Google Drive is actually saving. So Google One lets you upgrade to 100 gigabytes, 200 gigabytes, or 2 terabytes, or even higher plans. Now, personally, I have the 2 terabyte plan, and I'm going to tell you a bit about how I shared it. So let's look at the premium features. And again, depending on the plan you have, you might get Magic Eraser, AI photo editing, dark web monitoring, better Google support, and Pixel users also get additional AI features. Now here's the important part about this video. You also can get family sharing. You can share your plan with up to 5 family members and 6 people total. Everyone gets private storage. No one can see anyone else's photos or files. So let's look at why you might want Google One. Here are the most common reasons. You could be running out of storage. Your phone needs backups. You may want to save money as a family member, which we've discussed. You may want added security features like dark web monitoring. For most people, Google One quickly becomes one of the most important subscriptions they have. The main plans are 100 gigabytes, 200 gigabytes, and 2 terabytes. All of these can be shared with your family group. For individuals, 100 gigabyte is probably fine. For couples or families, the 200 gigabyte or 2 terabyte is usually the best value. So let's go step by step through sharing your plan with family members. All right, let's have a look and see how we can share our Google One subscription with other family members. All right, now I'm in Gmail. Let's say you start in Gmail, but you could go right from your Google account. I'm sitting in Gmail, and I'm going to just come up to the right. You'll see my happy face here. We're going to click on this, and it says manage your, notice, hi Ronald, manage your Google account. Let's click on this, and this is going to bring up your Google account. This is your Google account here, and it's very easy. If you come down on the left-hand side here, we need to set up a family group. So let's click on this, and you'll see that your family group. You'll see, of course, that there's me. I have my wife, and a long time ago, I had my daughter, which of course she doesn't use it at all. So I could probably take her out. So I have 3 left. So I can send 3 more invitations to more people who would be in my family, and that would allow me to. And you just click this, and you just and then you can pick who you want here, and you just send them an invitation. Once they accept, then you can share family on Google. All right, there's one more step that we have to go through. Okay, we set up our family group. Now that we have to share our Google One storage. So let's come down. Again, we're back in our Google account. Let's come back down over on the left-hand side to Google One storage. You see it says at the bottom here, Google One storage. We're going to click this, and we're going to come down here to manage my membership. Now, just to tell you about what I have for my membership, I have the Google AI Pro 2 terabytes, and this costs me about $270 Canadian a year, and I can share this with up to 5 other people. Now, you might say, "Oh, that's a lot of money," but that's because I have Google AI Pro. If I wanted to go back down and downgrade, I could get that 2 terabyte and share it with 5 other members for 140. But I use the other features for that. But let's come down, and if you come down to the bottom here, now remember we're in Manage Membership here. If you come back down to the bottom, it says Manage Family Settings, and this is where you're going to toggle on, and I'll show you how to do that now. You click this, and here, right here, it says Share Google One with Family, and you'll just toggle this on, and then it will automatically be shared. So all that storage that you have, that 2 terabyte, will be shared with the five family members. And as I said before, if you ever turn this off and they have, remember your other members of your family would have their own plans and have 5 gigabits per account. If you turn this off and they have more than that installed, then they'll just get a notice from Google saying, hey, you got to buy some more storage. So you're not going to delete anything or anything that's bad. So, but I leave it on. And if you come down, Manage Family Settings, if we click this, it's going to take you right back up to where we were before on Family Group. So it just circles you back around and puts you back up in here. So as long as you put the people you want to share with in your family group, the only thing you need to do is to simply toggle Manage Membership here. You simply just need to toggle Manage Family Settings. You just need to toggle this on. And that's it. That's all you need to do, and it'll all be done for you. Super simple. Now let me show you how it's done on the mobile app. All right, let's look at how to manage your family plan settings on your mobile device. So as I come down here on the left side, we're going to open up the Google folder here I have on my phone, and I want you to look at the Google One app. You must download the Google One app from the Play Store. You'll see it here on the left side. You can see it signaled by the 1. It says Google on the bottom, and then of course it has the 1 on top. We're going to open this now, and I'm going to open Google One, and this will bring up the Google One plan. You're going to come up to the top left corner here, and you will see the 3 little bars. We're going to open this up, and of course we're going to go to Settings, and down here it says right here Manage Family Settings. We're going to click this, and again this brings up the same menu that we had for your PC, doing it through the web, and this is easy to do. And you'll see I'm the family manager. We already have my wife here. So in summary, Google One is a service offered by Google that allows you to purchase more services such as hard drive space or access to AI. It has a bunch of different plans. You can choose what's best for you. What is important in this, though, is that you can share this. You can share this with up to 5 family members. Now, you're not sharing all the services. You're only going to be sharing the amount of space in the cloud. And in my case, I have 2 terabytes, and I can share that with 5 other family members, which actually is a great deal and a big cost saving. My wife didn't have to renew her plan. I just put her on mine. It's important that you understand that nothing changes when you add someone onto your plan. All as they do is get a notification saying that they're now on the plan. All their data, such as Google Photos, all their Google Drive information, all stays private, confidential, and you can't see anybody else's. You really don't have any control either on who uses how much. So if someone uses all of it, you really don't, all of the space, you really don't have a lot of recourse on that. So there's no control on who gets what. It's sort of a community pot where everybody gets to participate. Now, the other thing is, I got asked a lot of questions about, do you, when you use AI and use Gemini AI and you buy added services such as Gemini Pro, do all the family members get that as well? And the answer is no. Only the family manager who is in control of the account, who purchased that extra service, would be able to use that. All that you're sharing is the cloud storage. So I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Hopefully this has been helpful, and hopefully you're going to save some money with this. Till we see you again, have a great day. All right. So if there's any questions to that, we can certainly answer that in the Q&A. Bill James, dictation. We're going to talk about dictation today. Let's see what Bill has to say.
Stop bad dictation, 12 pro tips for Siri, Alexa, and more. Welcome, I'm Bill James, Tech for Senior. Ever feel like your voice assistant just doesn't listen? You say one thing and it hears something completely different. Today we fix that. In this video, we're going to look at how to get great results with voice recognition and data assistants like Siri, Google Assistant, Alexa, Copilot, Gemini, and dictation tools in Windows and Mac OS. Let's turn your voice assistant from frustrating to fantastic. Whether you're using voice commands, dictating emails, or controlling smart devices, the proper techniques can make your assistant far more accurate and reliable, even in a normal, noisy household. Let's begin with the biggest question. Why does voice recognition fail? Most problems come down to just a few causes. Background noise, TVs, conversations, fans or appliances, weak microphones, especially built-in laptop mics, incorrect mic placement, too far, too close, or blocked by your hands or a protective case. Weak Wi-Fi. Most assistants send audio to the cloud, so a bad internet connection means bad results. Speaking too quickly or softly, or turning your head away from the mic while talking. Multiple competing voice recognition devices, such as Alexa and Google, are triggered at the same time. Most recognition errors trace back to one of these simple issues. Now let's talk about how to get excellent results in a typical household. You don't need total silence, just basic awareness. First, reduce noise when you can. Turn off fans, step away from the TV, or simply close the door. Small improvements go a long way. Second, use a decent microphone. Wireless earbuds or a USB headset outperform built-in mics every time. Third, speak in dictation mode. Clear, steady pace, slight pauses, and face the microphone. Don't turn your head mid-sentence. Fourth, use voice punctuation. Say period, comma, new paragraph, and so on. This keeps your text clean and readable. Fifth, dictate in short bursts. Speak a sentence or two at a time. Pause, then continue. This avoids long, messy output and gives the system time to catch up. Sixth, train the device when possible. Windows and Mac OS allow optional voice training sessions which help the system adapt to your voice, accent, and pace. On mobile devices, the AI improves in the background as you use it. And here's a simple but powerful trick. Keep noise behind you and the microphone in front of you. This one change can dramatically improve recognition. Voice assistants are more than speech-to-text devices. They're smart tools that follow commands, but they work best when you speak strategically. Here are another 6 best practices. First, start with a clear wake word. For example, "Hey, Miss A," pause. That half-second pause ensures the device hears every word of your command. Second, state your intent first. For example, instead of saying, "At 3 p.m., I need to remember to pay insurance," say, "Set a reminder for 3 p.m. to pay insurance." Clear intent will give better results. Third, use short, specific commands such as, "Read my next appointment," "Turn on the porch light," "Draft an email to John." Avoid long, wandering explanations. Fourth, break multi-step tasks into steps. Smart assistants do better when commands are sequential. Draft an email. Pause, then say, attach the budget file. Pause followed by, schedule to send at 8 a.m. Fifth, use context anchors, for example, regarding my trip or about the document we created yesterday. This helps assistants link your new request to previous information. Sixth, confirm important actions. Did you set that reminder? Or what message did you send? This prevents errors before they matter. And remember, if the environment is noisy, eliminate the interference. It gives the assistant a clean voice signal, greatly improving recognition. A few quick safety reminders. Don't dictate sensitive information like account numbers or passwords. Keep your microphone area clean. Dust, protective cases, and fingers can block it. If dictation becomes erroneous, run a quick test command like, "What time is it?" to check responsiveness. And know when to switch from voice to typing. Use voice for requests, actions, and short messages. Switch to typing when you need precise spelling or long text. Voice recognition and digital assistants can make your computing experience easier, faster, and more accessible, but only when used effectively. In summary, reducing noise and other interference, using good mic habits, speaking clearly, and structuring your commands wisely, along with my other 12 tips, will help you get smooth, accurate results every time. I'm Bill James. Thanks for watching, listening, and happy computing.
All right. Thanks, Bill. Huey, you're up. Tell me about SSDs.
I will do so, and I did a little bit last week too. So let me get to it. And welcome everyone. Last week I explained how solid-state drives, or SSDs, work and why certain software behaviors can significantly shorten their lifespan. Today we'll look at a topic that surprises most computer users: whether storing a solid-state drive, an SSD, without using it can actually be harmful to the data stored on it. Many people assume SSDs are perfect for long-term storage because they have no moving parts, but the truth is more nuanced. This presentation explains why unpowered SSDs slowly lose data, what conditions make it worse, and what you should do instead if you need long-term storage. Think of this session as a guide to understanding how SSDs behave when sitting on a shelf versus being used in a computer. I'm Huey Poplock. Here we compare two conditions. Active state. When an SSD has power, its internal controller continually performs maintenance operations, including refreshing weak data cells. This keeps stored data accurate. Storage state. When powered off, none of that correction or refreshing happens. Over time, the data simply sits there aging. Older SSDs, cheaper models, and heavily used drives deteriorate faster because their memory cells already endured more wear. Storing these without power for long periods increases the chance of corrupted files. There's no single exact number because temperature, drive quality, and previous usage all matter. In cool room temperatures, a lightly used SSD can safely hold data for 1 or 2 years with no power. In warm environments, or when the drive was heavily written to before storage, safe retention can drop to 6 to 12 months. At high temperatures, like in an attic or garage, data can degrade within months or even weeks. It's important to understand these numbers refer to data retention, not the physical life of the SSD hardware. If the SSD contains important data, then yes, installing the drive or powering it up periodically is the best approach. Even plugging it into a USB enclosure and powering it once a year is enough to refresh the cells. However, if you're storing empty SSDs as spare drives, there's no risk because there's no data to degrade. The potential problem is not the drive dying, it's the data slowly fading if left unpowered for long stretches. This point is key. SSDs are not designed for multi-year, no-power archiving. If you want to keep photos, documents, or backups safe for years on a shelf, use something else. Surprisingly, traditional HDDs or hard disk drives hold data longer without power. For long-term archives, M-Disc Blu-ray is designed to last decades. And, of course, cloud backup adds redundancy. Think of SSDs as excellent for active use, but a poor choice for cold storage or irreplaceable data. This point is clear. SSDs are not designed for multi-year, no-power archiving. If you want to keep photos, documents, or backups safe for years on a shelf, use something else. If you must store an SSD with data on it, here are the essential steps. Store in a cool room. Heat accelerates charge decay more than anything else. Power it annually. Boot it up or plug it in and read some files. This allows the controller to refresh weakened cells. Also, maintain backups. Never rely on a single SSD sitting in a drawer as your only copy of important information. Following these steps dramatically reduces your risk of data loss. Temperature has an enormous effect on how long SSDs can retain data without power. Cool environments slow down charge leakage, giving you more time before corruption sets in. Warm rooms shorten that safe period, and hot storage can cause data to deteriorate extremely quickly. This is why storing drives in a garage, attics, or storage units is risky. Even unopened SSDs in retail packaging can lose data if already written and stored in heat. This slide visually breaks down the risk levels. Empty SSDs, completely safe to store long term. Lightly used, moderate risk after 1 to 2 years without power. Heavily used, high risk within 6 to 12 months, especially in warm conditions. Heavy usage wears memory cells, lowering their ability to retain charge over time. The more wear a cell has, the quicker it loses stored charge. So the risk isn't binary. It depends heavily on the drive's past life and where it's stored. SSDs don't store data magnetically like hard drives do. Instead, each bit is stored as an electrical charge trapped inside a tiny flash memory cell. These charges naturally weaken over time when the drive is not powered. As long as the SSD is installed in a computer and gets powered on periodically, the controller refreshes and stabilizes these charges. But if the SSD sits unused for long periods, especially in warm conditions, that trapped charge slowly leaks. When it leaks too much, the data becomes unreadable, even though the drive itself works properly. Here are the 3 takeaways to remember. Storing an SSD without power can lead to data loss, but the drive itself won't be harmed. Occasional power keeps the data fresh because the controller corrects weakened memory cells. SSDs are not ideal for long-term archival storage. Use hard drives, optical media, or cloud services for anything that must survive many years. For everyday use, none of this is a problem. The SSDs are reliable, fast, and safe. So don't depend upon one as a long-term put it on the shelf backup. I'm Huey Poplock.
Good advice.
Excellent, Huey. Keep plugged in, I guess, eh? Lots of power. All right. Before we get to Mike Lehman's entertainment section, I just want to say goodbye to everybody over on our YouTube feed. Thank you for coming. And don't forget, you can pop over and have a look at our YouTube Premium feature, which is online as I speak. And I'll be talking about searching searching YouTube and also asking AI about medical advice, two videos I have. And then Bill's going to talk about um, AI chips. So those are the three videos, and I put the links in the chat. So while you're getting ready there, Mike, I'm just going to turn off our live broadcast over to YouTube. If you are there now, you can pop over and participate in our Q&A. We'd be happy to see you here.